Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
and
hop,
oh God,
hop,
what's
hip
up with you?
hop.
I done watched them niggas do interview after interview. They not culture vultures, the culture something they been into. So if you never gave
media platforms, we just launched the Viral Sports Podcast. We want everybody to go to YouTube right now, type in the Viral Sports Podcast, Instagram, no matter what social media outlet, type in the Viral Sports Podcast to find us right now, man. That's one of our newest podcasts. We want everybody to go check it out and let us know what you guys think about us dabbling in a little bit into the sports world, man. Definitely.
Indeed, man. Before we get to our topics at hand on the podcast, let me continue on with the announcements this evening. If you guys are watching this video on whatever platform, Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored, the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast official channel, below us right now, you see links to our merchandise. That's right. You see links to all of our merchandise. Click those links right now. Grab some merch.
Yeah.
Show the brother some love, man. Take pictures of the merch on. We'll show you some love. We're really about to get knee deep in this merch shit, man, and really get involved with our people who are showing support. Also, keep in mind, we have a live portion, of the podcast coming up for you very, very soon. We are going to dabble in the different types of content for y'all in 2021. It's going to be real dope what we got for you guys coming. So stay tuned. Hit that notification bell on all three platforms so you're in the loop. All four now platforms,
Yeah.
so you can stay in the loop of everything we got going on. But, oh God, enough of the announcements. What we got going on today,
Well, let's
brother?
talk about Dr. Dre, man, because there's been some speculation out there that Dr. Dre's family thinks that he may have been poisoned. Now,
Oh.
we talked about last week that Dr. Dre was pretty much in the hospital in the intensive care unit for what they're calling experiencing a brain aneurysm. Like over the last couple of days, we found out that he's still in the ICU. And now reports are coming out, unconfirmed reports, I should say, that his family is saying that he may have been poisoned with rat poison. Now, what they're maintaining is that he's healthy, he eats right, he works out multiple times a week, he goes to the doctor. So they're saying that he stays on top of his health. How could something like a brain aneurysm just pop up out of nowhere in Florida, this man, and damn near, put him in the ICU? Anytime you're in the ICU, it's critical. So, that's what his family's pretty much maintaining right now, allegedly. What are your thoughts on that, Sam, man? And I was looking up, does rat poison cause aneurysm? And it's really kind of vague. It's not going to come out and say exactly that it does, but it's a possibility that it probably could, but all of it's unconfirmed. What do you think about this?
Yeah, obviously based off of how severe that information would be to anybody involved with a very nasty divorce. You want to make sure that you're careful when saying alleged, because when you first hear it, obviously there's very few people that come to mind on who would
His wife
be motivated to do something crazy like that. When you look at a very nasty divorce battle, we were just reading that Dr. Dre just signed over to his ex-wife now, or going to be soon to be ex-wife, $24 million a year, breaking down into $2 million a month. He agreed on, and then we've heard everything from the mistresses coming out to her saying this, and now we've heard weapons are being drawn, and it's just very nasty what we're watching publicly. So when we seen that Dr. Dre was in the hospital for a potential brain aneurysm, obviously something that came to mind was stress. Damn, you got a lot going on. This could be potential stress. Now we're hearing maybe something deeper. Him still sitting in the hospital. They have no real knowledge as to why he's still going through what he's going through, albeit we've heard from Ice-T, we've heard from Dre himself. Everything's cool. He'll be all right. He'll be home soon. It's just we got to wait it out and see, man. This storyline is definitely one that we can run with, go down a rabbit hole and run with, but we got to wait for all the information to come out before we do that.
Yeah, and with his wife, the report came out today by way of the Daily Mail that his wife pretty much said that on two different occasions, Dr. Dre pretty much held a gun to her head.
Wow.
And she's also accusing him of years of emotional and physical, abuse. So, I don't know, man. It's one of those messy things where you can see that, we all been in relationships where things have turned and went sour. So it's kind of something that we don't really want to speak on too crazy, but we happen to be in that field and we have to give our opinion on it. As far as with the aneurysm thing, I don't know. I think it could be far-fetched. The brother's damn near in his 50s, but that's still young, So, but I do. What's stands out to me the most about this, what makes me, think maybe it is a little bit of foul play, is the condition that this brother's in. Now, I don't know, like, if he's consuming alcohol, crazy, whatever he's doing in his private life, but you can go off of how a person looks, I guess. I mean, he looks like he's in shape, and the people around him are saying, look, this dude's at the doctor's, he's, working out, he's staying on top of his health, eating healthy. Then it's just hard for me to believe that, and it's not hard for me to believe that a woman will go to any length, including death, to extract revenge on somebody, because we know, like you say, there's no fury like a woman scorning him with his mistresses, allegedly doing what he wants to do out there. At some point, she lost the love and she turned vengeful, I think. Because how could you sit up here and convince the judge that you should have $2 million per month
She wanted
in
more than
living
that.
expenses? She wanted more than that, so that's like, yo, straight up gold digger. And I don't know her personally, I don't know Dre personally, but it's like, yo, was you in there, were you just on a cheerleader, or were you in there, shooting in the gym with the nigga?
Another thing and that I was thinking about, and
Don't
I'm not
think we
saying that, you know what, another thing I was thinking, and I'm not saying this is true at all, but I know I put myself in this position. If my money was in that situation where millions and billions were on the line, I may potentially go ahead and find myself in the hospital with a brain aneurysm too, to hold up some of that money. I'm not saying that Dre's doing that shit. I'm saying what I would do.
Uh-oh, damn. Another conspiracy.
I'm not saying what Dre would do. I'm saying what potentially I would do. Like, bitch, you ain't getting a dime. I'll sit in the hospital for weeks and they'll try to figure out what's going on. I might even throw out the potential situation of poisoning, because we all know what finger's going to get pointed to or who is going to get pointed to if I say that. I'm not saying he did it. I'm saying what I would do.
I watch them specials all the time on, there's Netflix now and Hulu and all that other shit about the wife or husband that dropped the poison or, hired the hitman. So those stories are definitely out there.
That's a lot of money.
This could definitely happen. It's a lot of money, involved with this. And then you talk about she wanted more. To what expense would she go to want more? You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
Who's in line to get those life support? Not life support, those life insurance checks. Who
else got the wife?
Who knows? This is crazy, man. Look, all jokes aside, I hope Dre's all right, because outside of his physical well-being, the personal shit is really none of our business over here on this platform. That's why we don't discuss it. He's been going through this divorce for months now. You ain't heard a peep out of us about it on here because that's not our lane. But now he's sick. You know what I'm saying? He's a pioneer in hip-hop. We're going to report that. And now rumors are going around. It could be potential poisoning, which gives us the lane to kind of talk about this a little bit, man. But hopefully he's okay and everything else can work itself out.
I
man.
definitely expect him to make 100% full, recovery from this situation. I think the divorce is going to be his main thing. You know what I mean? Honestly, but
that's a lot of goddamn money. And then you got to pay lawyers.
Yeah,
and all this. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. If she just tried to kill his pockets and tried to kill him on the same shit,
man,
he got the right one. We
so
all had the right one.
What if they find out and they, that it was rat poison? That'd be crazy, because they're in the process of finding out what caused the brain aneurysm. And what if, that'd be crazy.
Be one of the biggest stories in hip hop. And be some people getting questioned, and we'll be talking about it then.
Yeah,
can't speculate, but obviously it's they're gonna look for motives. I ain't no detective, but I've watched enough shows to know they look for a fucking motive, and it's a couple people that are motivated.
I just hope I hope that it was just something that just happened naturally, or stressed at the time. Something just happened naturally. I hope it don't go that far, man, because Dre's worth a lot of money, a lot of goddamn, and people still buying them damn beats,
and he's still making money from them. And
I would give a shout out to Bose. We ain't getting no goddamn sponsorships with them. But Bose, if you want to hit us up and sponsor us.
Yeah. Shit, maybe we got to reach out to them. Or Shure. Or Apple. Or wherever else. Shit,
or
Canon.
I didn't even mention them.
Whoever.
Yeah.
We are open to sponsors right now.
Definitely.
In the building of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Go ahead and hit that like button, that 5-star rating, wherever you're watching, whatever you're listening. Like I said, you'll see merch on the bottom of each and every one of these screens that you may be watching on, whatever platform you may be watching on. Go check out the merchandise on Hip Hop News Uncensored, Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, Viral Hip Hop News. Check it out. Support the brothers. Send us a picture. Let us know you supported the fam. We'll definitely shout you out, throw you on our Instagram, man. We're going to really get involved with our subscribers and our supporters way more gonna get this live started again, man. We've been talking about it for a couple months, but it's time to get it popping. Okay, you already know.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about this real quick. I want to get your opinion on this before we get up out of here today, Sam. Zelia Banks, man, alarmed her fans when after she posted a series of photos and videos on Instagram that presumably showed her digging up her dead cat and boiling it. Saying, man, I don't know if you seen it.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
And you actually brought it to my attention, but what are your thoughts, man? You Peter or what, man? What?
No. I'm gonna be very careful and calculating how I go with this because
You don't want Peter on that ass.
I ain't worried about Peter. I'm worried about Azalea Banks. I don't know what she's into. All right, and
shit.
we've been kind of reminded of the reach that we have, and I want to be humble in that, but not knowing who's watching.
Put a hex on you.
And that's right. I don't want no goddamn roots on me. You know what I'm saying? We talked about her in the past, probably beginning of this, the form of this show and stuff. We haven't talked about it too much more, but she dug up her dead cat. I seen pictures, and she started cooking it for whatever reason. And I don't want her making dolls and cooking me. So I don't know. That's what she's into.
Are you trying to suggest that she's involved in some voodoo and she's doing voodoo?
I'm not suggesting shit. I just don't want her putting a doll of me in no goddamn pot, cooking that shit up in no greens. I'm cool, my nigga. What you think about it?
Nah, I mean, there's a few movies out there that kind of deal with the voodoo thing. I believe that's very real. But when I took a trip to New Orleans, I got to understand it a little bit more than the average person, would. And I think a lot of us have been duped into believing that it's some evil stuff with the voodoo, and a lot of times, I'm not saying there ain't none stuff that ain't mystery,
right,
or stuff don't appear to be evil, but a lot of times it's just common sense, faith-based things that go into that whole system there. But I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm a connoisseur and I know the ins and outs of it, but I do know that it's misunderstood by many. And with that being said, I do believe in a lot of them things are real when they talk about the animal sacrificing things and putting things on people. I believe a certain aspect of that is real, so I'm not trying to fuck with none of that shit like that.
She put her dead cat in a collard green pot, bro, and took pictures of it. I don't know what she's into.
I mean, ain't a country where people cook cats or what?
The cat was dead too. She dug it up, bro.
Oh my god.
She dug this shit up and I looked at the
How'd
picture.
it die,
I have no clue.
Hope she ain't. Nah.
I don't know. Oh God.
We love animals over here. We're both pet owners.
Absolutely.
So nothing against animals.
I don't even eat them motherfuckers, so don't even get at me.
Yeah, he's a vegan.
That, so. Whew, I thought she was vegan.
She ain't eat it, did she?
I didn't see that. I don't know why she was cooking.
You think there's gonna be any backlash from PETA, the SPCA, these different things that came down on people for what they call animal cruelty, even though it was dead?
Hell yeah, there will be. I don't know how much she's gonna care. That we've seen this every so often. She'll get in her mode where she does some crazy shit.
Attention, you think?
I don't know what it's for. I don't know. She maybe has one of those mental health issues that Charlamagne was talking about and shit.
Oh man.
She was going at Meg Thee Stallion yesterday, and I believe one of the city girls going at them, and then she was cooking cats. So it just seems like her MO every now and again. I don't know why.
I think with this attention thing, I think we underestimate that this makes people far more money than you can ever imagine that they make.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of times these people have merch. These people have different things, sponsorships attached to their name. And if they can make a headline for that day and it goes viral in all your major hip hop outlets, you're talking about maybe 10, 20, 40 million people that get get that name going around or something that person did. And that's going to lead to not all, but a portion of those people going to check out, becoming fans and buying from these people. And so that's why they say the whole clout thing. I don't really like to use that word, but it's real.
It's definitely real.
Yeah,
and it has power and it has bank to it, and that's why people go out here and do some of the craziest shit we see for that attention and rat and do all the other kind of things, man. But it is what it is.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Definitely. Yeah, man, definitely. Well, yeah, like I said to the people, man, check out the Viral Sports Podcast. Viral Sports Podcast. If you're on YouTube, type it in right now. Instagram, type it in. Make sure you guys follow us right there. If you like sports of all kinds, you want to go check us out because that's where we give our opinion on all the sports outlets. And, I'm an Eagles fan. He's a Washington fan. So we kind of keep it based around that. But we do dive into other topics, though, outside of that as well.
And we have fun, man. We do what we do over here. If you like the content you hear in hip-hop and you're a sports fan, you definitely are going to want to rock with the Viral Sports Podcast because we bring more heat than ever before, man. And we're only going to get better. But with that said, we're up out of here. Stay tuned for the interviews that are coming all week and beyond.
Yeah.
We're doing the damn thing in 2021. This is Sandman Viral Hip Hop News. Oh, God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. We are the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. Over and out.
Peace.